welcome back to my channel and welcome to day 8 of Bookmas. I cannot believe we are on day 8 already. Today I will be sharing my wish list of items that I would like to receive that are not books. So these are somewhat bookish things, but they are not books themselves. I did do an entire wish list of books. I will link that up here. But to add to this, I don't know why I didn't mention a single Star Wars book, but I would also like to collect any of the Star Wars High Republic books I don't currently own. Regardless, there is the rest of the book wish list, and without further ado, let's jump into the non-book things. As always, just throwing in the disclaimer, I do not expect to receive this stuff. This is just fun for me to watch. I think it's fun to help come up with items for a wish list if you can't come up with what to put on your wish list, and I think they are just fun to watch. Like, I just want to know what people enjoy and are interested in their lives, so I thought you guys might want to know the same things about me, because I typically only do the book side of things. I thought it'd be interesting to incorporate a little bit more about my other hobbies and interests, and I would say it's fairly realistic. There's no like luxury items on here or anything. Okay, first up we're gonna discuss like figurines and Funko Pops. The first Funko Pop I would love to receive is the Scarlet Witch, or rather Wanda from WandaVision Halloween Funko Pop. So Wanda in her Halloween costume as the Scarlet Witch from WandaVision, if that makes sense. I will put a picture here, and it is the only or the last WandaVision Funko I need to complete my collection, because I have the 50s. The 70s are cute. I didn't like feel necessary to collect them, but I got like the black and white ones, the regular ones, the I have Halloween Vision, and then I also have like Scarlet Witch, but as Scarlet Witch with the, oh gosh, I'm blanking on the name, like the evil book, the Darkhold or something like that. I still need Halloween Wanda, so that will complete my WandaVision Funko collection. Next, I would love to collect some Pokemon Pops. Some of my favorite Pokemon are Charmander, I love Cubone, I love Psyduck. Psyduck is my favorite because I relate to him so much, because I always get headaches. Ha ha. I also love Eevee and the Eeveelutions, so those are some of my favorites. I love Leafeon and Flareon and Vaporeon and Glaceon and all the evolutions, so any of those I would love to get as a Funko Pop. Oh, and I love, oh my gosh, why am I blanking? Oh, Vulpix. I also love Vulpix. Next up, I would love to get a Polaroid camera case. I have the Polaroid camera up. I hardly ever take it anywhere because I don't have a case to put it in, and I would love it in like this teal, minty, green, blue, because that's my favorite color. And then any type of crochet beginner's kit, specifically if it's Disney, Star Wars, or Harry Potter themed. Specifically if it's Disney or Star Wars themed, I would love to receive that. There's one in specific I'm thinking of that is Zootopia characters, which I think is really cool. I want to make and crochet a little Nick Wilde and Judy Hopps. I think that would be so cute. And then there's also, of course, a Mandalorian one with like the Mandalorian and then Baby Yoda, Grogu. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine me crocheting a little baby Grogu? Yes. And then puzzles. I just love doing puzzles. They are a great distraction when I'm reading my audiobooks and just want something to do, or like a physical task to do and all the chores are done, or I'm not driving and I just need something to do while I'm listening to an audiobook. Puzzles are always a good tool for that. For games, I have been super into gaming. I am starting a video game slash board game channel. I think I mentioned it before, but I will be picking that up soon. I've already filmed a couple videos for it. I just need to edit and post them. It is Meg's Meadow. I will link it down below. I also have a Twitch. Again, Meg's Meadow. So all of that will be linked down below. And I will be doing a board game wish list a little more extended over there. But for here, my top board games I would love to receive are the Tea Dragon Society card game, as well as the Autumn Harvest expansion of that card game, because obviously Tea Dragon Society is one of my favorite graphic novels, so I'd love to have the accompanying card game to that. Friday, which is a solo board game about being on a deserted island. I do want to pick up quite a few solo board games just because I don't always have Anthony or someone around to play a board game with me when I want to play, so having a solo board game is a great option just to have something to play with myself. Just sounds so weird. Have a game to play that I can play solo without needing another person to like bounce off of or compete against. Having a solo board game would be really helpful. The Attack on Titan board game. I think this looks so cool, and it's actually like only like $20 something, which is super affordable compared to a lot of board games I've seen out there. And of course it is Attack on Titan themed, and we all know that I got obsessed with Attack on Titan this year, so of course I need the board game to go right along with that obsession. The last two are Hadrian's Wall, which is a roll and write, very crunchy, which basically means it's like a heavier or more difficult board game, more strategic, requires a little more thinking on your part kind of board game. And it's got a lot of pieces, a lot of parts, but Hadrian's Wall just sounds like a Attack on Titan theme. I don't know why. Obviously there are not giant cannibalistic titans outside of this wall. I think it's rather a war game, but Hadrian's Wall just sounds really cool. And then Spirit Island is probably one of my #1 games I would love to receive. It is a little more on the expensive end, which is why I haven't picked it up yet myself, but essentially you are the like spirit of an island and you are protecting the island from invaders, and I think that sounds like a really cool theme. And I do have a couple like small expansions of it, but I don't have the base game yet, so I would love to receive the base game. And it is solo or multiplayer, so it's a win-win. Kind of going along with that like crochet kit route, I would also love any type of like cross stitch or bookshelf insert like kit, just for something to do with my hands. Again, back to the puzzles, back to the audiobooks, something to do while I'm listening. And I've found these bookshelf inserts that are like little miniature towns or like alleyways, or there's a train, there's a bookshop, all these cute little miniature little sets that you can build and then stick in your bookshelf as like a bookshelf insert, so it looks like a little train is in your bookshelf or a little bookshop is in your bookshelf. And I found a few. Cute Bee and Row Life are the two brands I've been kind of looking at the most. Next is like Disney items. I collect a lot of Disney items, so it's always hard to say like what I want or like give specific things, also because my parents probably have collected so much Disney stuff for me at auctions and everything that they always joke they have the next 4 Christmases worth of Christmas for me, just in Disney stuff. So I always hesitate to talk about like Disney items because my parents very well may have gotten those items, but I'll just mention like Disney Jim Shore. I love Jim Shore. He's my favorite artist as far as like figurines, so any sort of Disney Jim Shore figurine. My favorite characters are Beauty and the Beast, Tangled, so Rapunzel. I love Tinkerbell, Mickey, of course, Donald, like the Fab Five, Lilo and Stitch, Lion King, Hercules, all of those. I'm sure I'm missing some. Those are the ones I kind of keep my eye on the most. And then also Precious Moments. They have a Disney alphabet line, and I've been slowly collecting that alphabet collection of like specifically the Disney, so it's like a little person or like a little letter with like a little Disney character. So for example, I think Cinderella is C, and then there's a little girl holding a Mickey plush for M, which was, it just made me so happy because my name's Megan, so it starts with an M, and I was just really happy to see like a little blonde girl holding a Mickey plush because I worked with Mickey and it just worked out perfectly. But those are just kind of the things I look for Disney wise, more of that like higher end like figurine type thing, because I have so much of the little trinkety stuff that I do try to get like nicer things now. Here actually is a Jim Shore, Anthony got me this one last year of Sorcerer Mickey. Yeah, I just love his artwork and his designs of the characters on those figurines. Also, I am trying to do some cosplay. I'm I would kind of keep it a surprise, but I'm doing a specific character from a book that's not released yet, and I would just love to pick up a few things for that cosplay. So just as a hint, one of the things I'm gonna need is like fur shoulder pads with skulls attached. It's gonna be wild, y'all. And then I'll need like black face paint. So I don't know if you guys are gonna guess who this is, but yeah, that cosplay is coming in 2023, so just wait. And then I would also love Star Wars. There's a specific line of like Star Wars drinkware or like glassware and tableware, so like plates and cups, and just this beautiful line. And it's just like very subtle. Well, it's like somewhat subtle, but it's line art, so it's not like blatant character art, but it's, here's a picture to describe what I'm saying, because I don't think I'm describing this well. So here's the picture to show what I'm talking about, but it's this like line art of like Leia or Darth Vader or Han Solo and that sort of thing, and I just think it's nice and simple and nice to look at. And I don't know if you know this, I talked about it on TikTok, but I don't know if I've talked about it here, but I'm slowly transitioning the kitchen to a Star Wars theme. And then the last like fun thing I love to receive is one of those egg chairs, but specifically a swing egg chair. So like it has the stand and then like the little connector and then the swing, so an indoor swing egg chair. I just think it looks like the coziest place to sit down and read. And here's a picture of the one that I've been eyeballing. And then on to a few practical, like more practical things. I would love to receive these Puma socks. I wear them every day. I found them at a TJ Maxx, and there's just these nice ankle socks, but they're thicker, so they're so comfy, and I never feel like they're falling off my feet, and they keep my feet warmer. My feet are always cold. I feel like I have really poor circulation to my feet, so I really like these socks, and I just run out so quickly throughout the week because I only got one pack of them, so I would love to receive more packs of these socks. As sad as that sounds, because when you're little you're like, ew, socks, and now I'm like, please get me socks. And then fleece lined tights. I have 2 pairs of like the nude, but I would love like black ones as well. And then high-waisted black leggings with pockets, because black leggings are my go-to for working out or like going out and being comfy. And I like high-waisted. I feel like I feel more comfortable in a high waist, and I just specifically want pockets because hardly any of my yoga pant leggings have pockets, and they're just so much easier to work out when I can just slip my phone into my pocket instead of have to carry it in my hand or like set it on the ground and have to worry about it. Just slide it right in my leg pocket. That would be awesome. So high-waisted black yoga legging pants with pockets. And then I would love a fireproof file box. It's like an organizing file box that locks as a safe, so I could keep and store like important documents in there, but I also want it fireproof just in case something would happen. I won't lose all those documents, because I have a lot of things here at the apartment that I would like stored away in a safe space. Just for example, my papa wrote down his story and put it in like a little booklet, and my papa is one of my favorite people, and I would be devastated if that was destroyed. So I love to put that in there, or like just like really important mementos, or even just important documents that I need to keep on hand. I think that would be super helpful. And then just a few more like practical yet fun things. Their jewelry, I would love more rings, like fashion rings. I would love more bracelets, and I would love more claw clips to pull my hair back, because I have one claw clip that I always gravitate to. I love the size of it, but it's pink, so it doesn't always fit like my outfit the best. So I would love more neutral tones of claw clips, like brown, black, even like a sage green would be awesome, because that's like somewhat the color of our office brand. So yeah, that is my non-book Christmas wish list. Let me know what you guys are hoping for Christmas down below, or if this wish list inspired any items for you. And tomorrow will be my NetGalley TBR, all the books for review that I need to read as soon as possible. So I'll check in with you guys tomorrow. Bye, friends.